Hi guys.
Well, hello everybody. Happy Friday. Well, what an interesting week with Christmas last week and New Year's this week. Hope everybody had a great Christmas and of course welcome in the new year, 2020. Hard to get used to it, Sprite.
I know, I wrote it for the very first time today and it felt strange.
Indeed it is. So hope everybody had a great year and looking forward to an even better year, and hopefully with our help and everybody else working together, that's exactly what will happen. Sprite, there we go, there we go. Sprite, hope you're having a good year, and it's hard to even have words to welcome in the new year, but it's nice to turn the corner, go to a new year. And I'd say a new decade, but being an engineer, us engineers know that there was no 0 year. Did you know that?
No.
So the new decade would technically start
On the 21st?
In 2021, but I'm definitely not going to argue with my wife over that one. So we'll just say the decade. But there was no 0 year. So the first year, counting from the birth of Christ, was year 1. So that's it. So Y2K was not the beginning of the new century.
Well, that makes sense. I see somebody saying that they couldn't hear me. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me okay, or everything good? Well. Cool. I see
All
you guys
good?
got your boxes. I don't know. There's a little bit of a delay. Let me see if I can figure it out over here. All right, guys.
So what were you changing?
The volume?
Yeah.
All
Can
right.
you hear us now?
I can hear you fine.
Good
You're
deal.
fine.
Thank
We
you.
can hear you. Hear you great. Good. All right.
Is there, by the way, is there much of a delay with seeing us and hearing us? We've learned to use that feature of our broadcast software, so we can adjust it just a little bit if we need to. What are we going to do today?
Well, you know, holidays are over, and so we're going to do some stuff for kids, which you know, I haven't really done too much. So we're going to do, you know, some cute kid ideas. So just because that was my idea this week.
Good deal. And by the way, mixed into any of these ideas, I bet you can work the artistry markers, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Which you've got your stack here. You want to throw them out for people to show them?
Yeah, well.
One of the, I think, untapped markets today is taking sublimation and turning it into some of these themed parties, especially for kids, with the artistry markers. And we'd love to hear some of your stories about that. It's a lot of fun. Basically, you print transfers, usually just an outline, but no real transfer to it, and they color in, and then you can just press it right there on site. So some amazing magic with the artistry markers that would apply to all these products, I bet.
Yeah, they definitely would, without a doubt. I mean, they apply to all of our products, really. So, yeah. So So before we get started, today's a big day because we're going to announce our quarterly gallery contest winners. So there's a lot of money to be won. We've got a review winner, we've got just a weekly gallery contest winner, and of course, I'm going to give away 2 of my art packs, which let me show you guys what those look like here. So I've got 3 sets of art.
Wow, that looks good.
That's not bad.
Almost a little bit of a headed towards Mardi Gras theme there, I think. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
We need to come up with some good Mardi Gras themes.
I got the perfect person to work on that. So I'm already going to give 2 people these 3 beautiful packs of art if they will scroll. Are they scrolling?
Now, are these available now to purchase?
These
at Condé
are
Design?
available right now at condedesign.com.
And we practically give them away, don't we?
Practically. I mean, we do on the show, and then
But
they're
I mean,
just
they're
a
just-
little bit more
There's
on the
a
website.
couple of dollars on the website,
Yeah, a couple
right?
of dollars on the website. So I'm already going to give 1 YouTube viewer an art pack and 1 Facebook viewer an art pack, but you guys know what I need you to do. We're going to have to get my viewership up, so share this video. I know you're in some sublimation groups. We're going to be doing some fun stuff today. We always do some fun stuff. So let's get those viewers up. If I can get, you know, like
So
a
we have,
significant amount.
obviously it looks like we've got a Mobile person, Julie Nelson.
Oh yes, I teach Julie yoga. Hey Julie.
How about that? She's commenting that Mardi Gras does come this year. I'm guessing it comes around, what, February
25th?
4th or 5th,
Something like that. Because yours is the
Yeah.
18th, right?
19th.
19th, okay.
So my ball is the 19th, and
Yeah.
sure we'll have a few stories as we approach that.
We'll see. We usually do. Somebody's speaking
Hopefully we
French
get you to
us.
the ball this year.
I've already told you I'm going to the
You
ball.
went last year, right?
I went last year. I went the year before that.
Ladies dress up in long dresses. Men dress up in white tails, white tie with black tails,
But not you, though.
but not me.
That's right. You wear the jester costume.
You know, I do,
Mm-hmm.
and so it'll be a lot of fun. But it's a quote quote mystic organization, so you know, supposed to be secret.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
suppose.
Well, you wear it every year on Facebook.
I do.
Okay.
I guess maybe that's
Well, shh,
You know.
don't tell anybody, guys.
Don't tell anybody.
All right, so you guys share these to some groups. Let's get that viewership up. If I can get a significant number, I'll give another 2 packs of art away. You guys know how generous I am. And all my black box winners last week, I apologize. It took me a while. I've been off, and then all of the reps have been off. It's the holidays, but you guys should be getting those probably next week if you haven't already had a call. So yeah.
If not, if we dropped one through the cracks, please let us know. We'll definitely take care of it. By the way, I'm very excited about revealing the winter, the quarterly contest. Yeah.
We had some really good
They were
entries.
excellent.
Yeah,
Y'all did a great
really,
job.
Really good, really good. And then let me get this off the screen. I don't like this. So, what else? Oh yeah, where are we going to be next week?
Well, not next week.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Not next week, but I think the week after. We head to Long Beach, California, and
I just messed the camera up, guys, and I apologize.
if you go down, you can just use the one. Yeah.
Yep. There we
You'll
go.
get it.
There we go.
No problem.
No big deal.
Put the Conde back up.
Yep. No big deal, guys.
Sprite has mastered this software. For
And-
those that want to know, it's called Minicam, and relatively inexpensive, easy to use, which is the best part.
Okay. Yep. All right. Sorry, guys.
Camera
Okay.
went weird. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
I love that Sprite drinks Sprite. How about that?
You know, it's
So
cannibalism.
let's anyway. So we'll be at the ISS, or what they call Impressions Expo now
That's right.
in California in a week or so, and very much looking forward. Please come by. I can tell you ahead of time that if you come by the booth, we will give you a very attractive coupon, so that you can use in buying stuff from us. So take advantage of that if you're going to be at the show. We will, of course, have lots of great things. And one of the great reasons for you to come by, what's one of the great reasons for them to come by?
I feel like this is a trick question because I feel like I'm going to say something, and if it's the wrong answer, then I'm going to look silly. But I'm going to be there.
That's it.
Okay.
So Sprite's going to be there.
Good. Yes, I'm going to be there.
So we've got a great crew going. Doug DeWitt will be there with the Oki, showing off, I don't know which Oki, maybe 8432 or 9541.
It's the 9541.
Awesome printer, of course, for doing shirts. Jeff Butler will be there as well, myself. I forget which Conde reps, but I believe Claudia Orso.
Yes, Claudia Orso, Casey Reed, Mickey Unsworth, and Ted Lawson.
A-team there.
Yes, definitely the A-team. Yeah, and I'm excited because I might be doing something kind of special at the booth, which is exciting. Something flying around my face.
So you're going to bring your Easy Bake
Well,
oven?
I wasn't going to tell them. Yeah, I'm going to bring the oven. I'm going to bring the oven, and I'm going to show people how to do Subli Shrink. We're not going to have the oven on, but you guys will get the idea.
Who knows? We might turn it on.
We'll probably turn it on, actually. Yeah.
Because we will be able to print some things from the kiosk printer. So that's another thing. If you've not seen us in action at a trade show, we bring the Conde kiosk, which is just an easy way for you to get a photo from somebody's phone directly to your computer. And then once on your computer, you can open it, size it, and print it. Well, at the trade shows, we cheat, and I do a little bit of image magic, and I do a quick resize, and I just throw it to the printer so that there's no human involved. It works about 80% of the time well, but of course a square peg won't fit in a round hole. So if it wouldn't fit on the product in the first place, portrait versus landscape kind of thing, I can't work some magic for that.
So I've got a couple of questions. When are we coming to Texas? We're coming to Texas in March for the Irving show, and I'm actually teaching a class at that show, no pressure. And Nancy asked if I will be tattooing at the Long Beach show. No, there is no Control Z in a tattoo. And for those of you that don't know, Control Z is undo, so absolutely not, do not tattoo. And Tony said the only reason to come to Long Beach is to see me. I just wanted to say that out loud.
Well, Tony lives in New York, I think. Don't you live in New York, Tony?
Well,
so
just a little plane ride. No big deal.
Planes fly in all directions.
Yeah,
all right, let's do some stuff.
Okay, yes, sir. All right. Okay, so I did have a question. The Impressions Expo Long Beach show is January 17th through the 20th. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're at booth 533. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, what are we going to start with? All right, so we're doing kids stuff today, and I've got, of course, my artwork. And so one of the first things that I wanted to do are some ankle socks. I love the socks.
On. Good.
Yes, the press is on. Trust me. Let's see, where is it? Okay, all right. So I've got my socks and my pattern. So this is my first pattern, which is my hexagon, colorful hexagon pattern. And I've got a name in there, so hopefully we'll see if I can line this up with the name.
Cool.
Yeah.
By the way, I think that there needs to be some sort of law passed, at least for a couple of months or maybe years, that say we all have to wear different socks on each foot. In other words, you no longer have the same sock,
Well, if let's just go shoes. If we're going to do that, just wear a different shoe.
And so, have some fun, do wild stuff. I've now seen a lot of what our clients are doing with socks, and it's amazing.
My mom bought my husband some socks for Christmas, and they're hilarious. Yeah, I can't tell you what they are on air because they're not air appropriate. Thanks, Mom. But yeah, they're funny, and it made me think of. I said, "Oh, look, these are sublimated."
And Trey, my oldest, got some sublimated socks as well, and they did a good job. They may have been our socks I couldn't exactly tell. These are the Sublime socks, and the benefit of Sublime socks is that
This guy.
they have a built-in jig, which really makes life so easy, because you can they're just consistent right out of the box.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, they are very consistent. All right. So I've got
And
my.
you can, obviously press them and not get the little lines.
That's right. All right. So we're gonna do this. So I've got my pattern. I'm just going to fold it and make my little sandwich, my little sock sandwich. Okay.
So easy to do.
Just like that. So I sprayed some Pro Spray on there, and then I'm just going to make sure my sock is nice and straight, and I'm going to line it up, see if I can get that name on there. I think this is going to work. Sandwich it over and
Cool.
press
Now
it.
you want to press socks generally at a little bit lower temperature, because if you press socks at your typical 400 degrees, you will destroy the elastic nature of socks. So purpose of the jig is to sort of stretch it, emulate how it's going to go on the foot, and also hold it in place so that you can flip it and get a good transfer, over the edge, so that you really have minimal seam.
All right, yeah.
Minimal seam.
We're doing these at 370 for 50 seconds with a light pressure, I think. Medium pressure. We'll see how it turns out. Should be fine.
Yeah, socks are very easy to do. By the way, a lot of folks out there have the smaller printer, the SG3110 or SG400, and feel like they're sort of left out of the sock revolution, and you're really not, because if you spend just a little bit of money, you can buy the bypass tray for your printer. The bypass tray will allow you to print much longer, not wider, but much longer, so you can do socks. So we cut paper here 8.5 by 21 inches just for people that want to use the bypass tray and do longer substrates such as socks or neckties, lanyards, those kinds of things. So you can make your SG400 certainly print longer.
All right, so I just took my package, flipped it over, pressed it again. You don't have to wait for the socks to cool. They work great. And yes, the socks are huge sellers.
They are
sellers.
just huge and very cost effective. I mean, it's we have them sewn for us, and we've negotiated a very low cost. I had some questions about, just the other day on Facebook was distributors and manufacturers and all that, and I would say that we make 20 to 30% of our products ourselves here in the United States. We make our Color Light products, which is the glass, Dyflex, the film, the sandstone coasters, our ceramic tiles, a bunch of those products we all coat ourselves. We don't actually make the tile, but often the tile is made by Dow, and we buy it from them. Wow, that looks good.
Doesn't that look cute? And I got the name right. All right, guys.
So we love making things. The other products, for instance, we can create to our specifications, and then we contract manufacturer in wherever is appropriate, like Mexico. We have great relationships with some of our suppliers there. And then occasionally the products have to come from China, because that's about the only place that they're made. But we do try to hedge our bets with, like, our mugs. A lot of our mugs come from Thailand, which is a good friend, of course, of the United States.
So I have a couple of questions. First off, I didn't tell you, this is the sock 44, Julie. So this is not the Vapor sock. This is the Sublime sock. And I did not brand my sock toe, but I could have. And then how do you hold that long 21-inch paper up in the bypass tray? And I'm going to show you guys this.
So you can do a pretty good job like it is, but with mine, I've just sort of taped on a piece of metal as an extension to it, and very easy to do, and the paper just holds that.
Look at that, no seam. The only seam is where the pattern meets. Where's it?
That's
There we
cool.
go. I know, and this pattern is great. So this is this pattern blown up a little bit. Pretty neat. We're gonna have to get us a zoom-in camera. We're gonna have to get a zoom-in camera. Yes, very nice. Okay. All right, so I'm only gonna do one sock because I got a couple things to press today. So you've got sock 44. Man, these look good. Boy, these look so good. That is super cute. One is Zach's Designs. All right, next up, I've got a cute little fleece beanie. This is SLD05. This is a youth beanie. And I'm going to pre-press it.
Good job.
Thank you very much. I didn't do too much. I mean, all right.
Before we came on board, we were talking about that commercial where they say, you know, the doctor comes in, he says, well, he's okay, but this is not just okay.
Yeah.
This is a great job.
Well, thanks.
Can't get that commercial out of my mind.
I love that commercial. I'm one of the artists in Mobile. Like, yes. All right, I think that was too long of a free
Just
press.
okay.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't do something that I was supposed to do.
You didn't lint roll
I
it.
didn't lint roll it. That's right. I was going to hide it from you, but you saw it. Oh, you got one.
Yeah, let's see here.
Okay.
Get some blue lint.
You know what? I didn't get any blue lint, which is good. I just got the kind that you can take off.
So, you know, with many products, especially textiles, we really lint roll everything, and we do that because often some of the materials they use in the manufacture of textiles, that residue, often it's optical brighteners, things like that. When you hit them with heat, they turn blue. And so if you've seen the blue specks, I believe that to be the optical brightener used in the manufacture of textiles.
Okay, so I'm going to do the hat. I'm going to use my Pro Spray. Spray it. You really should spray this over a garbage can.
Yeah, or create you a big box as a little spray booth. And so the question, will Sprite, David, and Claudia be in Irving? So Sprite and David will be in Irving. Claudia probably will not. So Claudia's a hoot. So if you ever see me in person, I have an interesting story to tell about Claudia. That
Oh, geez.
it's a clean story.
Okay, all right. We all know Claudia.
It's a clean story, but maybe one of these days I'll tell it on air. So we'll just see.
So Lily Threads, the sock actually comes with the jig included. So when you buy the pair of socks, they come just like this with the cardboard piece in there.
And you can leave the cardboard in
That's
there.
right. Punch a hole in it, hang it up. Boom. Already ready for retail sale. Love
Absolutely
it.
true. Absolutely true. It says, how much do you sell them for? I've seen so many different prices. I mean, it's really hard to tell, but I would say, you know, sort of, you know, certainly no less than $20. And if they're a hoot, really stand out, 30. I have seen, you know, really some art on socks go for $40.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it's all about the artwork, and it's all about how you're selling them. Are you selling them, you know, sort of like you're at the flea market, or are you selling them like you're at a upscale boutique where people would expect to pay more? I haven't checked Etsy lately to see, some of the prices there. Etsy is a wild card. You see folks that are survivors that have learned how to price their products to stay in business, and then you see some people who come along and they have pricing strategies like marking up their product. Markup products, this is not a good strategy. You should sell on value and not according to a formula. How do you put your name on it?
Like, Sandy, do you mean like put the name on the cardboard? Well, it sublimates a little bit, but I mean, you could just use a sticker or, like a hang tag. We have the little punch gun that punches the retail tag through. Those would be really good too, or, I mean.
That's an interesting question. I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, you would need some way to do it. By the way, I'll share with you, just have to remember, if you, and I would certainly be open to people letting me know their solution, but if you need a UPC code, there are sources out there that you can sort of rent a code kind of stuff. I know on Amazon, for a little bit extra fee, they will get a code for you. Might share with folks on Facebook if you know of a source where you can go get the code. We have here at Conde, we do have one of the master UPC codes.
All right, guys, let me show you what I did. So this is it again. So somebody asked me about the font. This font is called African font. I think I got it off of Duff font. The temp on the beanie is 380, and I want you guys to see. So this side is a little bit lighter than that side. You can see because I didn't press this side long enough. The instructions say 35 seconds, but I think it's more like 50 seconds, and so I'm gonna have to look at that. But yeah, this looks really cute. Looks good.
Yeah, and when you get a new product, I always recommend that you transfer black to it to test an RGB 000 so that you can see if you're going long enough for your press. Black is the last color to sublimate, so that'll be what you need to look at. By the way, more and more, we just need to repeat it, is we do strongly recommend you dry your transfer by placing it under your heat press, face up without closing your heat press for 10 seconds. If you're doing heavy coverage, especially black, and you don't do that, you will get really strange, odd, wrong results. So whether you think your transfer is dry or not doesn't make any difference to me. Place it under your heat press, face up, 10 seconds without closing your heat press to dry it. Very important. Lint roll products, you need to get into a habit of just doing these things over and over again. But the best tip I can share with you is document. Like Sprite will document that we want to tweak our instructions for the beanie. Is that called a beanie hat?
Yes, sir. It's, yeah.
Beanie hat, and run the time up just a little bit. That's one of the things is we get a lot of great feedback from you folks to help us tune our instructions, and sometimes that comes from just us doing it ourselves.
Is there a white line around the edge of the hat? Yeah, there is. And I had another question. How do I get the template for the full bleed mug 11? Kelly, I know you ordered mugs, so it should be on your invoice. And then I ordered tumblers by phone. How do I get the template? It should be on the invoice.
Okay, so when you buy a product online, if you go to your order history in your shopping cart, you will see your order. If you click on your order, you will see the line items that are on your order. And in the last column will be the link to download the template for the product. The template is a zip file that has a bunch of templates together depending on what software you're using, like there's a PDF, there's a PNG, and so that's it. If you ordered by phone, just simply ask your Conde rep to email it to you, and you can also request access to PartnerNet, and then you've got a broader access to download everything. PartnerNet is for regular, ongoing, consistent clients because it has a lot of stuff other than just the templates.
So I was going to show this. So if you look at the beanie, you can't see that there is a white line, but it actually is seamed, and you're not going to be able to get in between that seam. So yeah, when you put it on, I mean, I don't want to mess up my hair, but if you put it on, I think you are going to have a white line around it. But I mean, it sublimates full bleed pretty good, you know.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to mess up your hair there, Miss Sprite.
You're darn right we wouldn't. You almost made me cuss. Almost.
So I wonder if there's a workaround because it's just a tiny bit of a seam.
But I mean, I don't know how you get inside that, because we have the same issue on our linen pillowcase, and it's just because of the way that it's sewn, because they don't want you to see the sew lines. So yeah, that kind of gives you I don't know, it's just I can't do it.
Well, we tend to want to solve all problems around here with our sublish shrink, don't we?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
You don't think this is a candidate for sublish shrink here? Interesting.
Yeah.
You got folks out there, got a suggestion.
So Tracy said, can you use foam to spread it out? And you can,
but
the issue is that it's on the
yeah,
edges.
it's inside the seam, and I know of no practical way with it sewn like that.
I bet you know some impractical ways, though.
But if it was sewn the other way,
yeah.
But then you could see the sewing.
Right, and it's the same way with the
pillow
pillow
shams. So if we turned it
shams.
inside out here, you would see the seam on the outside, the sewing on the outside. So you're still not there. But again, you know, you could do a partial instead of doing a full bleed design. You could just keep some of it white, of course, and put like a high school theme logo or club organization kind of thing. So, but no, I can't think of a trivial way to do that.
Thanks, Tracy. Same. Lily said, if I do an embroidery white patch with polyester thread, can I sublimate on it?
Yes.
Yes. Duct taper solves all.
It does. Duct tape, baling wire, all those kind of things that we all rely on.
What's the phrase? Just kidding. All right, next up we're going to do Hug 14. This is an ice pop holder. I like these. I think these are a really cute novelty idea for kids. So
are they open on both ends or just one?
Just
end?
one end,
Just one
and that way the ice pop doesn't shoot out the back, because that would happen to me.
So I guess in winter this is just an ideal kind of gift, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, in the winter down here in Mobile, since it was 72 yesterday or
so just
something
doing
like
one
that.
side, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a hugger, so we're just going to do one side.
But you could, you know, do it like we do everything else.
Yeah, you can do the
transfer and
sandwich.
flip. You know what I use my little, whatever you call that, popsicle hugger for?
No, I don't.
I have my little, when I travel and teach, I have my remote control that changes the slides on my laptop. I slide it right in there, protects it, works great.
Pretty good.
Reusing a product.
So 385, 60 seconds, light pressure.
That's neoprene, right? So
That is correct.
easy to deal with.
How to link your template with Creative Studio. You use the PNG. The PNG will work with Creative Studio. Do you guys have wraps for the seat belt? Yes, we do, actually. I think it's like MPO44 or something like that. Oh man, if I'm right. If I'm right.
So let's talk about Creative Studio. So by my guesstimate, about 20% of you folks out there use Creative Studio. Creative Studio is an alternative to traditional software like Photoshop and Corel for folks that either don't own software, or if they own it, they're really not very competent to use it, which is, you know, just part of how none of us were born with the ability to do these things. We all had to learn, of course. But at any rate, using the PNGs in Creative Studio, so you say you want to do a shirt or something big, and then you drop the PNG template in there and decorate within that, and it actually works very well. So most of our templates now have PNGs. If you download one that doesn't, please let us know. We'll make sure it gets taken care of. We're going through a methodical process of adding PNGs, but quite a few of them now have it. Also, I'm told that Creative Studio is about to turn 4.0 with a bunch of new features for folks that are out there using it, like to import your own fonts, which has been one of the big requests. And Sawgrass is busy adding some new features at the Long Beach show. I think they're going to make a few announcements about some features that really aren't Creative Studio kind of features, but they are for folks that, of course, own Sawgrass printers. So really cool, exciting stuff for the future.
Okay, it is MPO 29. I was a couple numbers off. You know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
And if you can think of products that you would like us to create, source, whatever, please let us know. You know, you can send the emails to pretty much anybody and they'll get to us. And you know, we're very, very busy creating new products for this new year. Very exciting. Wow, that turned out good.
Yeah, yes they do. And
I love that purple.
I know. I had a question.
So you did both sides?
Yeah, I did both sides of this one.
Okay.
You just can't do them at the same time. Julie asked, do you have huggers for the new skinny taller cans? And actually, yes, we do. They're in there somewhere. And no, Diana, we do not have sweatpants, but we do have a fleece material that you can buy, and you can sew your own.
So we use polyester thread in sewing these, and it sublimates beautifully. It's almost invisible, which is pretty cool. So very nice. This may be that scuba foam stuff, so as opposed to neoprene. I get the two mixed up a little bit.
Okay, I'm just reading on the comments. You guys are going crazy. I got a lot of views, which means I've got 4 different winners that's going to happen today. Okay, guys, so...
So Sandy, hook up your 800. See you, Sandy Thomas. Obviously, go through the quick start guide, then call us for the rest of the setup.
Ouch. All right, next. Next. I've got...
Oh, how cute.
I know,
that would have been a great New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, you know, thing to put on your, you know, your critter.
Oh, I might have needed it New Year's Day. Just kidding. What is this? Okay, so I had a question about the beanie. Is SLD05. That's the part number for the beanie. The sock is SOCK44, and the ice pop insulator is HUG14. The bib is SLD07. All right, so we're going to pre-press it first. Nope. First, we're going to lint roll it. Try to only make one mistake, the same mistake per day at a time. So I'm going to set it over here, and then I'm going to rotate.
And those feel so good. They're
they're fleecy and they're nice. Okay. So remember, guys. All right. So I'm giving away 3 art packs to 4 different people, but you have to comment because I picked from the comments, and you also have to wait until the end of the broadcast because you have to do something in order to claim your prizes. And I didn't talk about this, but I'm also going to be giving a blank away of everything I press if you can do that magic thing that I ask you to do also at the end of the broadcast. You gotta wait till the end. I know it's
So Diana Taylor asked about eyeglass holders, and I do believe we have those as well.
We do have those, and I think those are like MPO something also.
Yeah.
The girls up there could drop some links down, maybe for the eyeglass retainer or the eyeglass holder.
Yeah, both on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, it's a nice, I believe it's a very nice eyeglass case. Trying to think, it seems like
I think it's
zippered.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's zippered.
So, nice.
So, and I want you guys to know that I got all this stuff, and then I went down to the lab and I dropped it all on the floor. So if you see dirt, that's because I'm a spaz. Thank you, Kelly. MP006 is the eyeglass holder. Very helpful. Love it.
I'm trying to remember what it looks like. I think I've got some in my office.
Yeah, remember it's got the little hook on it, and we did a bunch of stuff.
What do they call those little hooks? Those are the...
They're not carabiner hooks.
Yeah, no, I think is that what it is?
No, it's not a carabiner. It's a
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. It's got the little plastic clip.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right, so this is a pretty big design. I printed this on a 13 by 21 paper on my SG800 with my bypass tray. And I actually had to cut a little bit of the design off, and I'll show you guys that. It's not, hopefully it's not going to be enough to mess up, but you can see like right here and then right there I had to cut it off, but
let's see.
You know. Well,
go to the top camera and let's just
if I had some big 24-inch printer just at my disposal, maybe I could have, I don't know, I could have done something.
Go big.
Go big, that's right. Could have went big. Okay, so it's been pre-pressed. We're gonna line it up.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hope so. It's like a.
Yeah, the magic of Pro Spray is it's sort of repositionable as you go, and then smooth it out.
OMG, I think it's gonna work. All right, you guys see that? It looks good. You can see the artwork all around it. Okay.
Nice.
All right, thank you, sir. And then to transfer it, I'm going to do a little trick because I don't want to, so I'm just going to sandwich it between the two pieces of paper, stick it on there, stick it on my press, cover it with another sheet of paper.
And people always ask, where do we buy, I wish we could move the camera just a little.
Oh,
where do we buy our cover paper from? I think there's a bunch of sources. Around here, we go to Sam's Club, and it's almost free, a couple of dollars. You can buy it from an office supply store, or you could buy it from great companies like Uline. So, got a lot of options. And some people use newspaper print, some people use the craft paper. Just find something that is inexpensive and from a source that's convenient.
What would you recommend for participation awards for Pinewood Derby?
Is that coming up? Wow. My kids all did that. My church does that with their troop.
Oh, is that where you make the little box cars?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my brother did that because they don't let girls do that, or they used to not.
I think now the Scouts is sort of, they've changed their name. They're sort of the Scouts. So,
that's cool.
Sort of let anybody in, which is
that's inclusive.
Yeah.
That's inclusive. We like that.
But seems like what does that make the Girl Scouts though? So I don't know how they feel, but I'm not plugged into that. So, but at any rate,
let's not start some controversy.
Yes, please. We want to avoid. But at any rate, I was a Boy Scout, enjoyed it. No, I was not an Eagle Scout, but I became too excited about electronics and computers and things like that to continue. It was just sort of at that age. Hey, it's just absolutely awesome.
I keep kicking this. So, all right, here we go.
So at any rate, there are some very nice. There are some.
It fits.
There are some Unisub. Forget what they call them. Streamline awards.
Ouch, gosh.
That are really, it's got a little base with a little piece of cardboard.
Oh, you know what else we would have that would be good are these.
Yes, and that's a little bit like the Unisub Streamline Award.
Yeah, so this is just, it's a little base and the thing, and you could do, I mean, you could, yeah, this would be cool. This would be really cool for,
It would.
for an award, because you could do like a photo or something, and then you could do like the verbiage on it, and then on the back of it, you could put your logo.
Yeah, and that's
go in there.
absolutely
pretty
correct.
good.
Absolutely. So I think you know, again, it's one of those kinds of things. Do you want to go with something that is functional, that they're going to use on a daily basis, or something that's going to go on their shelf? And today I sort of lean towards functional products, something that they could use on a practical basis. So I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of the gifts we have would be certainly great for the ladies, like the coin bags and little zip bags. You know, if you're doing scouts, maybe you make them a camp mug. You know, I don't know. So. A lot of things, yeah.
Yes, lots of things. I have a lot of questions too, and I think, so apparently there is a lag, because I'm psychic and I just know when the press is going to beep, which is kind of accurate, I can just tell. But also I had, Bonnie says that the Pro Spray has been leaving spots on her transfers and transfers onto what she's pressing. Yes, Bonnie, so because it is spray adhesive, the adhesive will build up in the tip, and so we have a really great video on CondeTV.com on how to keep your tips clean. Basically, you just soak it in acetone overnight, and then in the morning, rinse it out with water, let it dry for about an hour, and then it's brand new, good to go. Also, never throw your tips away. Save your tips, and that way, when you clog a tip, you're not you know, in trouble because you have an extra tip ready. So.
And just like spray paint, if you're right in the middle of something and you do see some droplets, turn it upside down and clear the nozzle. Often that helps. But again, it's basically same technology as spray paint, just with a formula that we came up with some years ago.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we don't do the sockets, the pop sockets.
We have something that is almost the same. It is a something snap ring. What do we call them?
Oh, ring stand.
Ring stands.
Yes.
Ring stands, and everybody likes pop sockets, and that's great. And we're good friends with those folks. They have been amazingly successful with their product. And maybe one of these days they'll bring it to the market as a blank sublimatable product in a legal way. But right now we've got just a beautiful, elegant product called a ring stand. Takes a little metal insert. It's got a ring for your finger to go through, so it isn't coming off.
That's correct. One of the girls in marketing, or both of you, can you give me an item number for this? It's a 5x7 piece of hardboard and a hex bottom, and then drop them in the comments, both YouTube and Facebook. I got people asking about them. It's a, I don't even know what we call them.
Well, you know, going back to the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts would be the Pinewood Derby, I think. Is that Cub Scouts? I think it is. At any rate, potentially splurging a little bit and doing water bottles. I think we sell a little mini water bottle. I'm trying to think, but a smaller one. Yeah. I think the cost is relatively low. Seems like that would be an ideal product, and if you wanted to, of course, it costs no more or less, and that is personalize each water bottle for the participants. You've got something that they may keep for the rest of their life. Nobody throws away a personalized product, do they?
No. And Inkwell, hopefully we will have the shell jewelry on the website next week. Like I said, everybody has been out of the office for, like 3 weeks now.
Not quite that long. Not quite that long. But
almost.
we're just a little bit behind, and we apologize. Shell jewelry is awesome, and I hope to be selling it in the very near future.
There we go. So U4601 is the 5x7 panel, and then there's a hexagon base, and I'll give you guys that as soon as they tell me.
Cool.
Well, girls upstairs, what date was the live TV on the shell jewelry? I know this one. It was December the 20th. So U4601 on the
Seems
5x7.
ancient time, doesn't it?
So long ago. I need to do something for a 14 youth hockey team. Any suggestions other than water bottles? The arm sleeves. The arm sleeves would be cool. You know what? The guys wear the headbands now, which is there's a lot of stuff.
I wonder. I'm told, we're not plugged into hockey around here.
No.
Being on the Gulf of Mexico.
Never even seen an ice rink.
But I have talked to some hockey friends, and they love their ties.
Really?
So can somebody confirm? So maybe you make them a custom team tie. I don't know.
All right.
Sports towels, always a good one, and you can buy them from us grommeted as well. So, got a large amount of products and every day more, and that's what makes sublimation so fun. It's,
Yes.
It's perfect for somebody like me that has a bad case of ADD. I have prototyped some bow ties. Who's asking that? Rustic to Riches is asking that. I need to see where I'm at with it, see if, but I did have fun with bow ties for a while, trying to come up with a great product.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's getting, you wear ties to a hockey game, it's getting yanked.
Oh, I guess I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know anything about ties or hockey, so I'm just a Southern girl. Okay, so guys, the 5x7 panel is U9946, and the hexagon bottom is U9947. So that's the piece that I just showed you. That would be great for like a sports award or just something like that. I see you soon. 2 3/4 aluminum discs on hockey pucks. Oh, I'll see what I can do. All
Yeah,
right.
if we just need to cut an insert for a hockey puck to glue on, that we can do. Is that what she's asking?
Yeah. Oh,
We can do that.
the thing, I mean, we don't, it's so funny, the things that like never even cross your mind, because I don't even think I've ever seen a hockey puck in my life.
So this one has come up before, and I know of some people who were doing things like that using the Mates material. The Mates is, of course, our amazing sticker material, and they were cutting it in circles and sublimating and sticking it on the puck. Once it's on the puck and sets, it's not coming off. So that's how I know people were doing it before. Metal seems okay. We were prototyping the other day the little thing for the stethoscope, like a nurse.
Oh yeah, those are really popular.
So we may bring that to market. We live in a toy store / candy store, with all the products we get to play with, and thank y'all for many of the great suggestions.
Lisa, what I would suggest is to call your sales rep. They're really good about helping you with ideas like that. I would love to help, but we don't really have the time on our lives, but definitely call your sales rep. If you don't have a sales rep, just call us, we'll assign you one, and they would be more than happy to help you out with 500 plus things that you can give to those hockey players.
Yeah, and if you have ever bought from us before, you do already have a sales rep, and if you don't know who it is, their initials will be on the invoice, or you can call and simply ask for it. If your sales rep is available, you can speak with them, but you're always welcome to speak with any kind of rep. And you know, having a sales rep, most of our sales reps are incredibly seasoned, 20 years, 25 years. They really know their stuff. They can help you avoid making mistakes. One of the things that us men have a bad habit of doing is trying to figure everything out on our own and not asking for directions or help. And I can tell you that there's really no reason for you to do that. You can simply ask us, and we will certainly give you our opinion. And as Sprite knows, there's always more than one way to do things, but at least you can try it our way. If it works, keep doing it. If you want to invent your own way, that's up to you.
Well, like David says, sublimation is just like cooking. So your recipe may be better than ours for you, and if that is the case, you stick with your recipe.
And of course, let us know. Every day is a new day as far as tweaking and tuning about how we do products.
Okay, I got I need to stop reading the comments when I'm trying to talk. I have a memory book. I absolutely love these. These are fantastic. This is the small one. This is the MB54, and I'm going to do a really cute thing with this, so you guys wait. So, and then this is our third design, geometric steps. So because it's felt, I've lint rolled it. I'm going to pro spray my design.
These are really great books, sketch books. The pages are blank.
My husband loves them.
And I've got a couple of them at home that I meant to give as gifts, as a matter of fact. And they sublimate beautifully. Great product. So take advantage. Somebody was asking who their sales rep in the Netherlands was, over here somewhere. And so our primary market is North America, and so we do have clients that do buy from us outside North America, but it is more challenging for us to do a good job, and so, you know, small purchases probably don't make a whole lot of sense. Plus, in the Netherlands, there's a number of companies that potentially you could buy from. For instance, in the Netherlands, there's a company called Technotape. And they're a great company, and I recommend you check them out. Christian, do you know them? Trying to remember the guy's name there. Super nice guy. I got to meet he and his wife recently, I think at the Printing United show. He was displaying. They make a 3D transfer machine, and you know, really commercial product. It's a great product.
So I've had a couple of questions about bleed and how much bleed do I leave. Normally I go about 1/8 of an inch, but all of our templates should have bleed, and then the ones that don't have bleed, like for instance the mugs, it's because you don't need a bleed on that. So that's, but all these templates, like everything that I'm doing right now, I got the template off of Condé.com. So I went to the product page, I went down to the bottom tab on templates, clicked on it, downloaded it, and now I have it.
Or you would access it through your purchase history. Now, when it comes to products that are essentially hand sewn, like this and others, you do want to typically use a larger bleed area. And if you remember how big the bleed area was Sprite, because typically a handmade product like this will vary in size from, you know, unit to unit, from batch to batch.
So, and actually I do want to show you, because I don't know if you guys can see, yeah, you can see this. So this one, for instance, I added a really big bleed to it. So you can see the light part is where, this is so hard to do upside down. The light part is where the hat was, and then all of the dark part is where the ink was left over. So, you know, it's just kind of, and the other thing that I always do.
Wow, that turned out good.
Oh, you're going to mess it up. Let me do the other side. You know, the other thing that you could always do is just run regular copy paper in your SG800, print the outline, make sure that it's going to fit. If it doesn't fit, you're not out too much ink, you're not out sublimation paper, and then
that's a great idea. Just print the outline and verify that it
yeah,
fits.
yep, yep. And
That's a very good tip.
well, thank you. Sometimes I have those.
Yeah.
Do you have a video on how to design one of the tumblers that are not straight? Well, yes, Maria, I do, and I believe it's called Designing for a Curved Mug, and it's on CondeTV.com. How did you get the word Mandy on the bib? Well, Sandy, I use Corel Draw, and I just drop the text in there. It's just just using my graphics program. It's the same way I put the name on this and this and this, and it's just, that's it.
Yeah, certainly we would say that the ultimate Swiss Army knife is Corel Draw. It's sort of a blend of Photoshop and Corel Draw, Photoshop and Illustrator into Corel Draw, we know that Illustrator is used by most of the world's artists, but when it comes to screen printing, when it comes to a lot of industries that we are part of, Corel is the ticket.
Yes.
But we don't really care. We're sort of, I guess, agnostic when it comes to the software.
It's the second time today. It's the second time today.
But if you ask us, learn Corel Draw. And if you go to shows like the NBM shows, Impressions, there's a lot of vendors like Digital Art Solutions teaching Corel courses. We need to have Craig back on again to do some more Corel training for us. And we got some great Corel videos that are taught by Roger Wambach. That is
Isn't
very
that
nice.
cute? And then I got the back. But wait, there's more. I'm really excited about this, guys.
And there's a couple. These come in a couple of sizes, I recall.
They do. They have this one, and then there's a bigger one, which I think is like a 5x7. This is a 4x5. Okay, so I have this really dirty pillowcase, and you guys know why it's dirty, because I dropped it on the floor. And we're going to do something that I've been seeing trending online, and so we're going to do it.
I think I know. Wow.
I bet you don't. No, you probably do. Actually, I know you do. So I have a piece. I know. I know. Yeah, I dropped it.
But I wonder if the sublimation will go right through it. It probably will, and then it can be cleaned.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a pen mark that I can wash. So all this dirt you can just wash off after you sublimate it. Okay. So I have a piece of Nomex foam, and I think this Nomex is, well, this is 14 by 14, so I think this Nomex is probably 12 by 12. And I'm just going to stick it in there. So this is our gaming cloth pillow sham. This is GM1414W, I think. GM1414W. Yes, this is the 14 by 14 inch throw pillow sham. Okay. Oh, I didn't do this.
And you can buy Nomex pads in bulk, whatever, so that you could cut it to a custom size. Nomex is just a material that is very heat resistant, so a lot of good uses for us. Mainly, we always put it underneath the product. It would never, to my knowledge, go on top of it. Yeah, okay, so a lot of people are asking me about Corel Draw, and so here's the tea for my millennials out there. I've been using Corel Draw for over 20 years, so that's my go-to. You know, I use Photoshop for certain things, but I like Creative Studio, but because I am so proficient at Corel Draw, I don't need to use another graphics software. As a matter of fact, if Alice is watching, she probably laughs at me all the time because I normally design in Corel and export to Silhouette because I'm not very good at designing in Silhouette, which is fine. You know, it's okay. Just learn what you learn, know what you know, and you know, just get it done. And by the way, there's just a bunch of comments, and it's impossible for
I know
me
there
to
are
even
so many.
even try to come close, but in the new version of Creative Studio 4.0, which may be out in a day or so, it will allow you to import your fonts. So they continue to grow it up. And if Creative Studio works for you, which it does for a huge number of people, then absolutely keep using it. But remember that if you are a Corel user, Illustrator, Photoshop, you can print directly to your printer. You don't need to take your jobs, import them into Creative Studio for printing. You can print directly. And if you are a user of traditional software like Adobe, Silhouette, Corel, we do have special ICC profiles that greatly enhance the color output of your printer. So using our profiles will typically give you more accurate color, better color, for the very reason that we are tapping into the color engines of Adobe and Corel.
Oh, lots of comments. It'd be great if you guys could have in-house trainings. Hey, guess what? We do that. We do that.
So to an extent, with training, we teach classes at trade shows. I teach at the NBM. This year, I get to say this year, not next year, but this year, one of the, I guess, premier places for training will be at the Sublimation Summit, which is going to be a 3-day event in Peachtree City. Is in September, I think?
Yeah, Peachtree City, Georgia. Right.
And you can go to Sublimation Summit to see it. It is mainly an educational opportunity where you can get training focused on sublimation and a little oaky white toner printer training as well. It is hosted by Cheryl Kuchek, and just fantastic. We, as in Sprite and myself, taught last year, very, very impressive. So it is going to be size limited, so if you want to go, I think it will easily fill up way before the event, so please check it out. Another great resource is Conde TV. We have just a buku number of videos up there and more. Sprite just got through shooting a bunch of new videos. What did you do videos on, Miss Sprite? You remember?
Well, we just put 2 out, which was the Mako Metal and the new hardboard puzzles. We also did a new glass video, and I thought it might be sitting over there. We did puzzles, we did glass, we did, I don't know.
But as you see a need for training, we like doing it through videos because that way it's easy to share with thousands of people. But we certainly teach individually at shows. Sublimation Summit is a good one. Third is our open house, which we are in the midst of trying to set a date for that. That will be here at our headquarters in Mobile, Alabama. But take advantage of the trade shows. See where they're headed that may be close to you. And they have an excellent array of training from people like Craig Mertens and Matt with TRW, the Rhinestone World.
Matt
He is a master and well worth tapping into those classes. So if you'll Google ISS and Google NBM, you'll see where those shows are going. Also, get out there and subscribe to some of the magazines that we write for. A&E magazine, which is part of NBM. I think everything pretty much is free, except I think Impressions charges you a little bit to attend their show, but it's not much. Wow, that looks good.
And I had a question about using the Nomex to protect the zipper in the back, and so there's not a zipper in the back, and so this is going to be kind of the magic part. So let's see.
So, so,
Wait for it. No
Okay.
spoilers.
no spoilers. By the way, are there any Doctor Who fans out there? The new Doctor Who was on New Year's Day, and I thought it was okay. There's that expression again. It was just
Yeah, it was
okay. But I do enjoy Doctor Who. So if you want to make Doctor Who merchandise, I don't believe there's any copyright on a phone booth. So Doctor Who fans would love to have their name on a TARDIS. So, you know, always great opportunities to sell products for these, I guess we call them niche audiences like that. And there's obviously a lot of folks who love that show. Star Trek heating up as well. Obviously, you have to figure out how to avoid copyright infringement, but just a lot of great opportunities out there.
Okay, so what I've done is I took the Nomex pad out and I placed it in this seam right here. And also Cheryl, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, they do. She asked if my shoes match my jacket, my sweater. And girl, please, you know. All right, so I'm gonna apply a little bit of Pro Spray. Stick it on.
Yeah, Pro Spray is very helpful for substrates that there's no real easy solution with tape, and plus you do risk tape, you know, showing up when you press.
Okay, all right, I'm almost there.
So remember to dry your transfers, lint roll everything. You know, as far as standard accessories, you know, heat tape, I like the gold version of our heat tape, especially for sublish shrink. A green pad is really necessary for things. Nomex pad, helpful for things that you would put underneath, like some of the porcelain ornaments for Christmas, things like that. Many things would take advantage of that.
And I'm sorry, yes, Terry, I missed your question. We will be in Santa Clara February the 7th and the 8th. I hope we didn't just lose you guys on Facebook. Oh, let me check and see. I really hope we didn't. No, it says we're connected, so I'm just gonna let it roll. I don't know what's happening.
So, like, looking really excited about going to Santa Clara. I haven't been out there in a long time, and I have called ahead. Being an electrical engineer, one of my dreams is to tour the Tesla factory. So I think I've signed up. I think somebody's trying to.
No, he's fine. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. Just keep on going. Nothing happened.
So at any rate, trying to think of other things. So
you're gonna go. So we get to go meet Elon.
I don't know if he's going to be there. I
I
don't know where he hangs out. I'm assuming he hangs out
at the Boring Company.
At I don't know. He might be at the SpaceX facility. Hawthorne, I think, is where SpaceX is. Wow.
All right, guys. So I don't have a pillow, but I do have that Nomex piece. So here's my front, and then here's my back, and this is what I've been seeing. And I guess I should have gotten a bigger book. So you kind of fit the book in the pillow, and then you sell it just like this.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and so you get a book and a pillow, and it matches. How cute. How cute.
Yeah.
All right, I got one more thing, and then that's it. I don't know how long we've been on for, but it's been a while. So, and actually, I'm just not even going to press it.
About an hour and a half. So.
All right, I'm not going to press it. So I've got the U60186 speech bubble. So here are my products.
So the speech bubble would be something that you would put magnets on the back, put it on your refrigerator, put it somewhere, and then you would put a pattern where you would leave a portion of it, show them your transfer, leave a portion of it so that it's not decorated, and that can be a dry erase section.
Exactly.
You could put all sorts of fun stuff on there, you know. Typically I get up, much earlier than my wife, so she leaves me messages, gives me my little to-do list. It could be your communication method other than being a slave to your phone.
Yeah. So I've got a lot of questions on this pocket pillow, which is it. So that's what it's been trending as, is the pocket pillow. This is literally just a pillow sham that has like the double, fabric overlay, and yeah, so you just do it. You put a couple books in there, and then you sell it. I really should have probably got a bigger book but that's all right. Okay, so
that is really exciting. I think I've seen that on Cheryl's Kuchek's Facebook group as well, and she did a great job. So we've got them. Didn't know we had them. How about that?
Hey. All right, guys, it's about that great time of the afternoon where we play our, and no, the pillow is not linen. The pillow is gaming cloth. We're looking at it in the linen.
We do have a linen product with a zipper.
Right.
This is the zipperless version of it that allows you to do the pocket thing.
That is correct. Okay, so it is about that time where I ask you to guess the weight, but first, let me tell you the rules. You can have one guess per person. Only your first guess will qualify. One guess on YouTube and one guess on you can only have one guess per platform. So you can only guess on YouTube or Facebook. Guesses should be expressed in pounds, 3.6, 4.8, etc. We're not good at math. He might be, I'm not. The winning weight will be the first guess closest to, but not over, the total combined weight of the products. 2 prizes will be awarded, one on Facebook, one on YouTube. Free shipping in the continual United States. Cannot win twice within 6 months. And you will receive a blank of everything that I've sublimated today, which is the Hug 14, the Sock 44, the SLD05, the SLD07, the U60186, the GM1414W, and the MB54. So tell me, how much do you think it weighs? Go. Closest to without going over. Okay, while you guys are guessing, I have some other amazing things to talk about. So every single week I ask you to tell me about the products that you're pressing and leave me a product review, and I pick a random winner and I give or Conde gives them $25 in Conde cash. This week, my winner is Jessica Sandoval. Jessica reviewed our FAF 33, which is our rectangular felt air freshener, and she said, these were a huge seller for me this holiday season. They sub beautifully, and the included packaging was a great bonus for me. Amazing value for an inexpensive item. So many options with this. So thank you, Jessica. You'll be receiving an email from your rep on how to claim your $25 in Conde cash. Okay, super excited about this. We have first off, we have a weekly gallery contest winner. And so in addition to leaving me a review of the products that you do, I also wanted you to show me what you're doing by going to our client gallery and uploading a photo of your beautiful stuff that you're creating. So every single week we pick a winner, we give them $25. This week's winner is Beth Linderman of Putt Art. This is our aluminum clipboard item U9582. She did these with the Artistry markers.
Wow.
Absolutely love it. So Beth, congratulations.
Good job.
You have won $25 in Conde cash. Your rep will be getting in contact with you about that. Okay, so this is what I'm really excited about. We do a quarterly contest where for 3 months we ask you guys to show us something that is themed. And this quarter we wanted to see your best retail or holiday display, and we had so many entries. It was amazing. And so we have some great winners. So let's see, hopefully, all right, so we'll start from the bottom. All right, for honorable mention with $100 in Conde credit is this beautiful display right here. This is Karen Jackson of Premium Designs. So Karen, you have won $100 in Conde cash.
Congratulations.
Very much so. Our third place winner, see if I can get to it, there we go, is Mike Miller of Elisa Baker Art. Mike, for coming into third place, you have won $100 in Conde cash. Our second place winner.
So that's a display, I guess he would take on the road.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Set up in an art fair or something.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Our second place winner is Ashley Dodd of Ashwood Boutique. She did this really cute Christmas setting. So congratulations, Ashley. You are a new winner of $200 in Conde cash. I just realized you guys can't see me.
Awesome.
And then our number one winner with all of the votes was Kim Jenkins of Kim's Craft. Kim did this really cute display. And Kim, you have just won $400 in Conde cash. So congratulations. Wow. Yeah, isn't that cute? Everybody loved that one. That was she got a lot of votes. So congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, Kim. Good job.
Yes.
Good job, everybody that
You guys
participated.
did great. So I don't think we have a new. I'm sorry. I don't believe that we have a new quarterly contest yet because we haven't come up with it, but we will.
And if you have any suggestions, let us know.
Yeah.
But certainly by far, this has been my favorite. It really has. I think I've talked to so many people that, watched it, looked at it, and walked away with great ideas. Because I think a lot of people,
excuse me,
bless you.
Thank you.
It's very easy to become competent at sublimation, and really, the last element is perhaps for many people the most difficult, and that is, how do you market it? How do you sell it? And hopefully, our gallery contest has shown you some of the things that other people do, and of course, we need other ideas. I was thinking about, for instance, in my New Year's resolutions, potentially doing some sort of podcast where we interview one of our very successful clients and get them to sort of share, what is making them successful. What do you think about that? Again, our goal here is to make you successful, and so that's our partnership, and we get up in the morning and love doing it.
That's right. Lisa, I'm pretty sure I sent your thing out. If this was from when you winning on the 20th, then that's my bad. I've been off for a couple of weeks, but I'm pretty sure that I know I didn't email you back because I'm horrible about that, and I apologize, but your rep should be getting in touch with you very soon. Okay. All right, so I've got some winners. Okay, first off, let's talk about who all is going to get this artwork. So I've got 4 people who are going to be receiving the 3 pretty pieces of art. Let's see if I can put them back on the screen. Here we go. And those winners are Bonnie Bauer Strickland, Rustic to Riches, Maria Taylor, and Lily Threads. So Bonnie Baller Strickland, Rustic to Riches, Maria Taylor, and Lily Threads. I need you guys to email me, swood@conde.com, so I can send you your art packs. Once again, Bonnie Baller Strickland, Rustic to Riches, Maria Taylor, and Lily Threads.
Congratulations.
Yay!
And for the rest of you, we almost give them away at Conde Design. Go check out our huge collection. We, I guess, given enough time, there's no telling how many thousands of patterns will be up there.
That's right.
And you know, I guess there's a lot of places now that have sublimation artwork out there, so, you know, there's really no excuse for not having great artwork, is there?
No, and no excuse to have really nice vectored repeating patterns, which are beautiful. Okay, let's talk about our grand winners. So, my winner with the exact guess of 1.2 pounds on YouTube was Lori Bellino. Beautiful, Lori. Facebook, you guys didn't do too good. I had one winner, which was Raymond Gobernatz, and Raymond guessed like 0.6 pounds. So Raymond Gobernatz, Lori Bellino, you have won a blank of everything that I've pressed today. But guys, you gotta email me, swood@conde.com. If you don't email me, I don't know who to send it to. So Bonnie Strickland, Rustic to Ridges, Maria Taylor, Lily Threads, Lori Bellino, and Raymond Gobernatz. Email me, swood@conde.com.
swood@conde.com.
There's no
So
S.
did everybody just
There's
go
only one
over
S.
it at
Yeah,
on
they
Facebook?
went way over, way over. swood@conde.com, Bonnie. Swood. Or if you need to, just email support and say, hey, I need to get in touch with Sprite, and they'll get me.
That's correct.
All right, guys, so that's all we got. We'll see you next.
And please continue to let us know. There's a lot of folks that have are using the SubliShrink, learning. What would be some tips? Number one is have an internal thermometer in your oven.
Yes.
Number two is make sure your oven is in convection mode.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the two best tips. And so just let us know. There's just thousands of people that now use the SubliShrink, and we're here to help you master it. And of course, combination of artwork challenges and technical challenges, but we're there to help you.
That's right. Hey, Mitzi, how about you email me too? All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks.